I mean, I've been reading so much, and I'm not a propaganda person, but what is going on with Charles Leclerc and like Ferrari? Apparently, is there like some level
They
of
threw him
sabotage?
under the bus. They said there was nothing, they did check the car and there was nothing wrong with the car. And Charles was saying there's something wrong with
the
this,
car,
with
yes.
this car. So it's like,
Through goes Hamilton! You can hear the cheers from Monza!
The mics are on, and off we go.
Hi guys.
My name is Winnie.
My name is Ray.
Welcome to the World Spin Podcast, the home of Formula One content and everything motorsport. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I did. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Relatively a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I had quite an exciting one. First of all, I want to thank you for engaging with us on our social media, especially on our Instagram. You can follow us on our Instagram at
The Will Spin Podcast.
yeah, the Will Spin podcast. Yeah. So we were out in Montreal this last weekend. Circuit.
Gilles Villeneuve.
Really practiced before we came. We still can just
It's
go again.
It's French.
Say it again.
Gilles Villeneuve.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful track. I mean, named after a legendary Canadian driver.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved going to Canada. It's just a track with so many memories. It's Lewis Hamilton's first win. That's why he got his first win, and it must be quite the track for him as well. I mean, it brings back so many memories. Yeah. I mean, this guy started racing in 2007. That's like almost 16 years ago.
Yeah, 16 years ago.
That's crazy. Like, if that means if you had a baby in people who were born in 2007 are 16 now. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're getting old.
Yeah, or we are getting old. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get right into it.
Was the race exciting for you? Let's just be honest. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe the start did give me like a little, good heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
But later, not really. So let me just round up. Like, okay, on Friday we didn't have so much running this weekend. It was raining
Yeah.
and then it was like unexpected rain. There's like it's sporting, and then we had what's his name again? Piastri was out on track on Friday on softs, and then all of a sudden torrential rain. Like,
it started
that's
raining.
like massive rain. But at least he was able to take the car back to the
Yeah, Valtteri said it's good weather for the ducks.
Yeah, it's dark weather. It's dark weather. Quack quack. I mean, it's good. I mean, we love the rain because most of the time, when it trains in Formula One, that means it's mostly now the driver and the machine. Like,
Yeah,
it's
just your skill and you being one. One
exactly.
with the machine.
Yes, you have to be one with the machine to actually bring the car home. So
Yeah.
It was actually like a weird weekend, apart from like Sunday. On Friday we had an interrupted run in practice one. I mean, Formula One keeps on having funny problems. Like, really?
The CCTV.
No, like, it was so weird. Like, they stopped the whole session because...
Yeah.
But I feel like it's very important because I don't think... I mean, how else is race control going to, monitor the race without live, like, images from the track? So, yeah, I mean, I think... But it's just weird. Like, CCTV issues, really?
I don't feel like there's so much that happened in practice apart from the rain.
Yeah, it was a weird running. Like, I mean... Yeah, just weird.
Yeah, nothing really much happened in practice that I would say was really significant. Maybe in quali was
quali
a
was
whole mess.
Yeah, because I think there was in Q1, was it I think there was also a red flag, was there, in Q1?
Yeah.
There was a brief like red flag.
Yeah.
So that means there was rain. Rain was, in fact, I think quali was not going to be hit by rain mostly, but then because of I think that slight delay, there was then the rain came pouring down in quali. So I mean, I love our wet quali because I feel like it bunches up the grid, and now then, I mean, we had Hulkenberg put in such a good lap.
Yeah, he was. Wow, I saw the timings on the screen and I'm like, Nico Hulkenberg just popped himself in second.
Yeah, but I did see like a very bit. I mean, the pole. Okay, not the pole lap, but the penultimate lap, Max's penultimate lap.
Yeah.
That's a lap he did before, like the fastest lap of the session of the qualifying. Oh my God, it was beautiful. That guy was driving that car like he was driving at the edge of everything. It was a beautiful lap. He put it together. Very beautiful. I didn't see his second run. He in fact like did improve on it. But I loved Red Bull's strategy. I know Mercedes was struggling with heating up.
Yeah, the tire warm up was really bad.
Yeah, they were struggling. But then you see Red Bull were coming out.
Yeah, the first ones, Max Verstappen is waiting on the line.
Yeah, he's
waiting for the time.
Because the wetter it gets, the slower the times are. So you make sure you're setting your time very fast before even I think he was running on a clear track. There's no
there was no splashback.
Splashback.
Yeah.
So he was having a very clear run.
And
he was going twice.
Yeah, so many people got caught up, especially in Q2 with the whole.
Oh my God, this is the traffic.
There's traffic. It's in the middle of the track is drying up. There's the whole racing line is drying. Mm-hmm. So it's between, do I go on inters or do I go on slicks? So people went on slicks, and if you didn't go on slicks, then
there were only the good things. There was short time frames for these things.
To think about it and to decide about it. Like Alex Albon made the call and he went the fastest.
Brave call. And
in Q2.
He actually made it to Q3 as well. So that was a beautiful.
But
strategic calls at Williams.
I feel like this weekend, just when he started in quali, just set the pace for
the whole weekend.
Yeah, for his entire weekend.
We keep on saying I think once you come together in quali, you see, remember last weekend when he said Alonso didn't quite get it well in quali, and so he struggled as well in the race. But this once you key in, you're one with your car again in quali, the race becomes a bit more straightforward. So it was nice to see those runs, good calls from all the teams apart. I did see Perez briefly come out. There's a time in quali he was on the right tire.
He was
at the right place, and then he pitted.
Yeah, everybody went on slicks, and then it started raining again, and he was on intermediates, and then he went on slicks.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. So quali was that, but it was beautiful. Albon hooked it up. So I don't know if he got a second running at. He said at P10, right? P9, and then after Hulkenberg
got a penalty.
Yeah,
because he didn't slow down.
I think but I thought actually he made it. Everyone thought he had made it before the
red flag, but unfortunately, so the grid was basically Max Verstappen,
the usual,
and then Alonso, Hamilton, George Russell. I don't know. When you see such a grid, you
get excited a little bit.
You get excited, but you kind of who will finish first, second, and third. You could tell who will finish.
Yeah, but I did have a bit of hopes in. I really thought Perez would have a bit of a fighting chance.
Well, he knows what's going on with him. I can't speak really much for him.
Honestly, I do wish him the best, and I hope he's had a streak of bad weekends. I hope he. I don't know.
I feel like he's under a lot of pressure, not exactly outside but also within. And especially with journalists, they kind of always want to they always want to know why and all this,
and not even why. They just come up with narratives that are not necessarily true.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can be. I even had Perez talk on the team radio yesterday, and that's not the Perez we're used to on team radio.
I don't know, I feel like he kind of feels like the championship is already wrapped up. There's this day he actually made a comment, and he said, which was actually, it was very unfortunate to hear someone talk like that. He said that he's in a Red Bull because they have to run two cars. And I can't say that he's being sabotaged or anything. It's just, I don't know what's going on with him.
I can't put it past them.
Right, I don't know what's going on with him, because he didn't make it into Q3 again.
Yeah, for the second weekend.
Like, he's just having bad weekends on bad weekends. And in a team like Red Bull, you need to perform consistently.
Yeah, I mean,
like every single
day. We've seen previously
day.
What it means, like in Red Bull, if you don't perform, you're either demoted very fast.
Like Pierre Gasly was sent back to Toro Rosso in the middle of the season.
Okay, that was.
And he was qualifying P6, P7. So I don't know.
That was the actual. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak to Red Bull's culture and whatever is happening.
Yeah, they just know what's going on with them.
I mean, we just hope he'll come alive. So we are sending him so much love as well. So
yeah,
we do. I mean, we want to see him racing as well.
Yeah, we want to see him at the top.
Yeah.
But I asked a friend of mine what like his prediction for the race will be. He did not even wait till qualifying. After FP3, he said, I've seen everything I need to see. This is my prediction.
Like, he already knows like what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's too, what can I say? It's, you can easily tell who's going to be on the podium. There's no, the surprise people on the podium, like, you find someone, just a random person on the podium, you find a McLaren on the podium, you find an Alpha Tauri. Now gone are the days.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty sad, but we did have a good running, so we'll just dive into the race. You know, Lewis had a good reaction time compared to Alonso, overtook him at the start.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this track, Lewis loves this track. I mean, it suits his driving style so much.
Yeah.
But also, I think this track was not going to be very favorable to the Mercedes.
Yeah, and also Aston Martin brought upgrades.
Yeah.
And when I say upgrades, they didn't just bring one part.
They were different.
The side pods looked different. They brought a lot of changes.
Yeah, and actually you could actually see it evident even in how Stroll was running.
Yeah, and Alonso was, you could tell like he was going to give Max a run for his money.
Really? Yeah, but there was no run for money anyway. Like, as in, I feel like once Max crosses that line, once he has like a good start, that's it. He builds a gap. Like, now it's just him. And also the gap, I think the gap was just shorter yesterday because like relatively the track at Monaco is like shorter. So,
but also Lewis said before the race he said he was gonna try to attack Alonso and just stay with Alonso because he knows Max is gonna be gone by turn one. He's gone,
and he was gone. So
but it wasn't, like I was comparing the times between Lewis and Max in the first stint before the safety car, and Max didn't have that exaggerated advantage over Lewis. In 5 laps he's 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I think
at least now.
But I think yesterday he didn't feel like he was fighting with anyone per se. But I think he really unleashed his pace also, like towards. But he was also concerned about the times of the people who are running behind him. It's because, I mean, again, I think it's because the track is relatively short, so you tend to catch up very fast. And also, I think because of the long straights, and the Aston is very good on the straights, like pace, but also Red Bull is good, very fast on the straights.
But I mean the race, but Canada is a race that it has an 80% chance of a safety car. So I just knew there was going to be a safety car.
I mean, definitely. I mean, it's what do they call it? It's a hybrid street circuit because, like, I think one section is like public, like open to the public, as in outside, like race weekends, it's used as a public road, and then I mean, the rain, and then also the tight corners. I mean, of course, it's bound to bring out a safety car.
And who brought out the safety car?
I mean, we did see.
It's the thing that you're looking at the screens and you can hear the drivers talking, and you just look at the timings. And I know George Russell is about to catch Alonso. He's almost within DRS, and then the next minute, boom. He hits a wall. The wall ran into him.
I don't think he hit the wall. The wall ran into him. Yeah. I mean, why did the wall destroy Russell's car?
I mean, the wall should have known better.
Should have apologized.
And moved.
Yeah,
what so that Russell can pass.
Yes.
But yeah, Russell brought out the safety car, and
really it was he's the one who and then everyone like piled into
I actually thought he was going to retire from the race like immediately, but he didn't. But he
fought back, and then
he was running in the points.
Yeah, he was in the points, and then now
till he had to retire.
He had to retire the car. So I think the safety car, George Russell's safety car, brought everyone to the pit apart from I think the Ferraris
and Sergio
Perez. I think that the Perez and the two Ferraris are the only ones who were on a one-stop.
Yeah, but when they saw the Ferraris are not coming, when the Ferraris didn't pit, I just sat and thought, is this strategy going to bite them in the back? Because I don't know.
Wow, you're so polite.
I thought, they were running for track position, but.
Yeah, I feel like yesterday, at least for once, they worked their weekend, as in...
Yeah.
This time they really tried up. Quali, they had a bit of, like... They missed out on
and then the whole Carlos Sainz. And
yesterday, what were those team radios? Like, he's not going to attack you. I'm like, what is wrong with these people? Okay, I mean, at least they had an excellent...
they were trying to have a buffer between... Charles and Perez, and the buffer was Sainz. But Sainz was also complaining, and he's saying, he's going faster.
Yeah, I'm going faster. Let me through.
But invest the cars.
But I mean, I've been reading so much, and I'm not a propaganda person, but I mean, I've just been reading so much, just like everywhere. I mean, what is going on with Charles Leclerc and like Ferrari? Apparently, is there like some level of sabotaging or something?
I have no idea. The thing is, after which track were we in last, where Charles had to start from the pit lane?
The Spanish Grand Prix.
He had to start from the pit lane, and afterwards, Ferrari they released a statement, and they said there was nothing wrong with the car.
What?
They threw him under the bus. They said there was nothing. They did check the car, and there was nothing wrong with the car. And Charles was saying there's something wrong with this car. Yeah. So it's like,
I think
was it throwing him under the bus?
They threw him under the bus. I mean, I really do not know.
But
I love Versa. I mean, Versa was a former team principal at Alfa Romeo.
I don't want to be a strategist anymore. I just want to be an advisor.
Yourself, you don't.
I'll go there as an advisor, because you can't be making these mistakes every weekend. Number one, you don't listen to your drivers. Number two, your communication with your drivers is bad, because the whole Carlos Sainz and Pierre Gasly incident in quali that handed Carlos Sainz a penalty. He was given a penalty for impeding. I mean, just tell your driver Gasly is coming on a hot lap.
I mean, but we'll have to give. I mean, I love that Sainz yesterday. Like, at least I listened to the driver.
Yeah.
And I think previously Sainz has made some decisions, and then he didn't really put his leg down. But at least yesterday it worked out for them. I mean, it's beautiful to see them. They were in the points, comfortable.
They P4, P5.
That's a good weekend.
Yeah, and at least they were racing Perez, and they actually finished.
Yeah, they actually fought him and to the end.
Yeah, to the end. So I thought Perez was going to try and attack Sainz, but he was running.
Imagine
in his own race.
We were just checking the deltas. I mean, he wasn't getting really any closer to.
Yeah, he was just running his own race, just looking at the beautiful scenery of Canada.
Yeah, it's actually quite like a beautiful track.
Yeah, because is it the sea or is
the man-made lake?
A lake. The lake is just there.
It's a lake because I think that track is on a man-made island.
And then you just look at the groundhogs on the ground.
The groundhogs and birds.
And maybe if you're Max, you can hit a bird.
Hit a bird. Or maybe the bird hit him.
Yeah, the bird hit him.
Yes, I mean, honestly, there isn't like, I'm actually thinking what was there in that
place. The only thing that I feel like was like I watched the race for was Alex Albon. Do you know how hard it is getting past Alex Albon? Like you will not pass. You shall not pass. Did you see George Russell when he was behind Albon? Yeah. How much time he took to actually get ahead of him.
But then I think the thing is, Albon and George were on the same strategy.
Yeah, but
they had the same like compound of tires, and also like the same it's hard.
But Williams is faster on, especially like in circuits where there's a longer straight.
Exactly. So they actually had, I mean, after bashing their flaws.
But I mean,
they really bested people.
Yeah, I was so happy for Alex Albon. I actually voted for him for driver of the day.
And he did win.
Yeah, I was so happy with his drive. You know, he had just one championship point until we came to Canada, and he took 6.
Ooh, that's really
yeah. So I mean, it's very motivating to the team. You know, at least you can you try to.
Yeah,
you finish. You show up and you show out. You finish in the points. You know, and you know, Christian Horner actually mentioned that he was watching Alex Albon's race more than
Perez.
more than Max.
But Max really doesn't even get any more airtime because he's running his race.
Yeah, unless he goes off the track. Or like
and laughs about it. Must be nice.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually.
But he was complaining about the tire. I don't feel like the hards worked really good for most people. Like especially like the Mercedes of Lewis, he wasn't doing good lap times on the hards as compared to the mediums.
Oh
he went on the hards after the safety car.
I think primarily the Mercedes cars just always fires up the mediums. We're very good race wise with the mediums.
Because when Lewis put on the mediums, he was fastest lap.
And yesterday we had Bono say the hammer time for the first time. It wasn't broadcasted. I was like, I'm so offended.
Yeah, we wanted to see Lewis.
It's hammer time. Honestly, he did. I could see him chipping away at Alonso's time.
Yeah, there's a lap he took 1.91 seconds off.
That's a lot.
That's like 2 seconds.
Alonso, yeah. So I mean, it was nice to watch. I mean, but Alonso responded. I don't think they had so much issues at Aston Martin. They were maybe sandbagging a little bit, not sandbagging, but maybe those fake calls so that you can startle your rivals.
But it was nice to see like the midfield fight between Alex Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Bottas, and the McLarens.
Before Russell, I think, retired. Of course, Albon. Russell did help Albon's race for a while because he was a buffer. Russell, Albon, they were on the same strategy. They were on very old tires.
Yes.
The rest of the people behind them, very fresh rubber.
Yeah, it was a whole DRS train from Alex Albon.
I actually thought that they would overtake Albon now that Russell retired. But then now it's a DRS train. The person in front of you has DRS. It just cancels out the effect, so it's not as easy.
It's not helping.
And then Lando really wanted to get past because he had that time penalty. I mean, that's the first time I've seen such a graphic in Formula One.
And sportsman-like behavior.
I mean, on most times, we see people get penalized for overspeeding. Yeah,
the penalty is usually very straightforward. You are either doing this, you did not slow down under a red flag, you did not slow down under a yellow flag, or you were speeding. Speeding is a fine. Unsafe release in the pit lane. It's very specific, but unsportsmanlike behavior, it's very vague.
I don't even know where that unsportsmanlike thing was in 2021, December 12th. Honestly, you should have just seen it out because what was that? What did he do? He slowed down in the pit lane so that he would give his more time for
Piastri to.
They double started McLaren, so he slowed down so they would give him more time to prepare, and he gained an advantage, and that's why he got penalized the 5-second penalty. So his race behind was really against time, not against anyone. So he was riding to. He was.
But then the McLarens didn't finish in the points. Piastri finished 11th.
Yeah,
but Bottas finished in the points. At least.
And Stroll caught Bottas at that last.
Yeah, he finally won the battle.
Yeah, finally. So it was I think relatively Albon really did a good job. On old tires. Perez did pit again towards the end for the fastest lap, which he did get. Trying to maximize. Lewis had that fastest lap.
They just let Lewis have the fastest lap.
No, not Red Bull.
I mean,
honestly, but what did
it's
he
just
have to
1
lose?
point.
Very important.
Max is gonna win this championship probably.
This is not 2021 where like the race where they went tight, but then you know how like weird it was. Maybe it's just the gods are like
the F1 gods really wanted
it to go down to the wire. Yeah.
But I mean, Max is probably gonna win the championship in Singapore with 7 races to go.
Yeah, I think he will. It was round 9. I mean, it was an easy weekend for him. Easy peasy. Like but he really is showing out. I mean, I have to give him that. Like he's really showing. You can have a fast car we've seen in Paris, but it doesn't necessarily mean you will be number 1. So he's really showing out in the rain, in the sun. He is driving the hell out of
he's just pushing the limits. I don't know if this year is just different. He's
different.
He's
different.
He's not. I don't feel like I can compare him to any previous seasons. He's just showing up and showing out. He's equaled the record for
Ayrton Senna.
For Ayrton Senna for races, 41 races. But I mean, he's gonna go on to win more. Yeah, definitely. And actually, Lewis was asked about it. About how he will feel if Max Verstappen broke his record for most race wins, and he's like, records are there to be broken.
Yes, again, as Schumacher said again, I mean, the records are there to be broken. I mean, it's crazy. But we have to give it to Max. Max has been in Formula 1 for like, he started when he was 17.
Yeah.
He came to Formula 1, I think, in 2016, around 2016. Yeah. 2016. I mean, those are a good number of years. He's really gained the confidence, the capability, and the prowess.
And he has a good team behind him. Especially with the pit stops. Mercedes. I don't know if I should be addressing James Allison or Toto Wolff, whoever.
Please.
But please. Those pit stops are bad.
I don't know if we want us to do like a GoFundMe for you guys to,
maybe poach Red Bull mechanics, because
we cannot be losing out. You saw like how tight the exit from the pits between Lewis and Alonso.
Lewis will have lost a track position because of that.
Something he had earned on track, and now you're making him lose in the. We cannot be slow.
You cannot be making your driver have to
work extra times.
Extra, because a race is basically the driver plus the strategy team. And the team and whatnot.
And Canada yesterday, the people who are winning is strategy and the driver, mostly the team. It's a collective effort. We love you, Mercedes, but the pit stop needs.
You can't be losing 0.5 seconds in pit lane.
Nah.
You have to do something. I know James Allison tried to explain why the pit stops are shorter, and he was like, we need to make sure the tires are on correctly. But also Red Bull is
getting tires correctly
and they're faster. Like Perez pit stops are usually like very, very much on point. 2.2 seconds, 2.3 seconds. You cannot be doing 3 point something seconds.
Karibu 4 seconds.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's too much. So I mean,
there's a lot of complacency.
They need to pull up
to do rigorous practice. And when I say rigorous, I mean I need the admin to send me the video.
Yeah, when they need to do a TikTok, and we need to see it.
Yeah, if not, I'll have to train to be.
Morning jog.
Do you think we can get those the guns
to
we need to practice for them.
I think I don't know what to. I mean, I put my earrings on so fast, so maybe I might practice. We need to.
We'll just get. Are you going to be the ones who remove the tires, or you want to be the jackman?
The jackman, but the jackman means I can also get ran over. So
you're just going to fall and wake up.
Oh yeah, and get on with. I mean, there's always like a backup jackman. So.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was pretty much the weekend.
Yeah. And the thing is, I feel like race control, the stewards at the time were like, so many people had incidences getting out of the pits under the safety car.
Yeah.
And then they were like, who do we give the penalty to now?
There are so many investigations.
Or we just forgive them. Yeah, I think they just forgive them.
Yeah, we had Ocon. Ocon was he was running the race with a loose
I mean,
and he got no penalty.
I mean, Ocon. I feel like Ocon and Gasly have an affinity to penalties. Do I call it an affinity to penalties? Because you know,
I think there should be a word, penophobia or penophilia.
Penalty.
Oh shit, it's just.
I mean, I don't know. I was actually surprised he walked out this weekend scot-free without a penalty. Yeah, but I thought that Lewis was going to get a 5-second penalty.
No, but you know what? No, I think unsafe release. I think Alonso exaggerated there.
He slammed on the brakes very hard.
You did even so Toto very animated. They're like, what's going on with this?
Yeah, but I mean, that was such a decorated podium. Unfortunately, I had the Dutch anthem again.
I mean that was a great podium. 7-time world champion, 2-time world two-time
world champions.
Yeah, Max and Alonso are very beautiful. I mean, also the cool down room, it is called a cool down room.
Yeah.
I love the conversation. Like, I want more of that. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind like an interview where they have Alonso and Lewis and Max. That is nice. Like, I did see also Lewis, dribbling, like Alonso telling him, this man becomes slow. He had a slow reaction time. Age is catching up with him. It was just a fun joke. The other takeaway for me from this weekend was when one reporter, we still have those contracts, news with Lewis. So he was like, have you hooked up with
Toto to talk about the...
Honestly, they have... this is again, please. Lewis and Toto have never hooked up.
Never.
So I guess that's pretty much the weekend for us.
Yeah, they asked Toto about Shakira.
They did?
I mean, you should ask the man of the hour, Lewis Hamilton. Shakira. Just ask him.
Yeah.
But they asked Toto, and Toto was like, I don't know anything about that.
The hips don't lie.
Say that in the German accent.
Really? You should just, if you want to talk to me, talk
to me directly.
Go to Lewis. Ask him,
don't go through the corners.
Don't go through the corners.
Yeah, but now we're going to Austria. It's a sprint race.
Yeah, we're going to Austria. It's Red Bulls.
There's gonna be a lot of smoke,
Milton Keynes,
orange smoke in the air.
The Orange Army are going to show up, but so are we, man. Like,
I mean, it's actually called the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, it's because that's Red Bull's like home race.
Yeah, it's Austria. So
it's Austria, and it's always weird because it's Red Bull's home race. It's Toto's home race because Toto is Austrian. So.
Yeah, and Red Bull's team principal is called Christian, and Toto's first name is Christian.
Really?
Yeah.
And then it's weird because Mercedes is British, right? Like
yeah.
And then Christian Horner is also British. Like,
yeah.
It's always like.
It's very interesting, but I haven't been hearing a lot from Horner. He's quiet now. Yeah. I mean, they're winning. What do you have to say when you're winning?
Yeah, exactly. Just smacks and just
but one thing I like is I love GP's radio messages to Max.
They are fun.
They're really interesting to listen to. You should try and listen to them sometimes.
I should.
He's not very encouraging, like the way Bono is very encouraging. It's like no. GP is very nonchalant.
What? No emotion.
But
I kind of feel like it matches Max.
Yesterday Max was complaining about his tires and he's like, I have no grip in these tires, man. And GP is like, yeah, we've got the message.
Copy.
We've got the message. That's like, how do you tell someone to shut up in F1?
Yeah.
Copy. We've got the message.
Because they are copy, like it's always like such a weird.
But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what the sprint shootout holds. And so many teams are bringing upgrades by, like McLaren wants to beat Red Bull. I mean, I wish that the level of delusion.
That's the level I aspire to.
They said they were going to be at the race at the pace of Red Bulls.
So let's just wait and see. Maybe they are going to bring it on,
Unless they have Jesus on their team.
Yeah, so Red Bull, by the way, this weekend they got to their 100th win. So congratulations to Red Bull
and Red Bull fans,
and congratulations to Max for equaling, like he's at 41 wins, same as the legendary Ayrton Senna.
Yeah, and congratulations to Lewis for breaking his own record.
Congratulations
for most podiums.
Yeah, again. And also he's won 7 times at Montreal, so it was nice to see him running on that track as well.
Yeah, and
congratulations to Kevin Magnussen for running. Did he finished the race, right?
Yeah.
It was his 100th Grand Prix start. So congratulations
and
to
also
him as well.
Alonso for keeping his promise that he won't be out of the podium again.
Yeah, congratulations to Alonso as well. He also achieved his 104th podium. Congratulations. So we are just handing out congratulations to everyone. You get a congratulations. You get a congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to Bottas for finishing the points.
Congratulations
for Albon to finishing
to
the
Albon
points.
times 100. You deserve it.
Yeah, deserve everything nice. Congratulations to Ferrari for not,
bottling that strategy. Congratulations to me for watching the race.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you out in Austria in the next fortnight.
Because it's WRC this weekend.
Ooh, it's WRC weekend.
Exciting.
We have a post out on our Instagram.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Check it out to learn a little bit of a history of this classic safari rally.
Yeah.
We will be telling you more stories, telling you what is the world, like what's WRC, by the way.
You just don't go and just see cars just passing. At least you just know a little bit about it.
Follow us. We will be telling you what and who are the drivers, who's looking what.
It's very interesting, WRC. It's very interesting.
So follow us and keep up. Ray will be keeping up with the WRC for us. So we'll see you out in Austria.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.